Right, welcome back fellow Vortex lovers. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I get asked all the time, I want a Vortex optic for precision rifle shooting. There's so many options, like sort of where do I start? So I thought, what better way, I'm in the position where I have all of these, to give you guys a breakdown of what I use what for and sort of where everything fits into the whole product line. So we're going to work our way up from the bottom. First of all, we're going to start with the newly introduced, well, not that new anymore, Diamondback Tactical. Now, when this thing first came on the scene, I was super pumped for it. I am still super pumped for it. It's slightly over 10,000 Rand for the 6-24 option here. I'm running it on my little CZ22 and damn, it's a shooter. I was shooting the EBR2C reticle that's in this last weekend at the NRL 22 and basically just holding over, and I didn't miss a single target. Now, the glass isn't as great as something on the higher end or even at the middle end, but you got to factor in the price point where this thing fits in. First focal plane, parallax goes all the way down to 10 yards. That's like from here to the camera basically. It shoots wonderful. I haven't had any issues. I've actually had that match, you guys would have maybe seen that video where I put this budget optic, and I say budget with the term compared to sort of the higher end stuff. Obviously it depends on your financial situation, but this guy held its own against some of the best scopes I was shooting against some of the best shooters in the country. Unfortunately, I had a little bit of a mental mistake and I still got second place at that match. Clicks wise, you can hear that it is a little bit squishy, but I mean, I'm spoiled. I shoot the Razors and the AMGs, so I'm gonna be a little bit finicky with the clicks, but you kind of get what you pay for here, and I think actually you get quite a lot for what you pay for this. So Diamondback Tactical, it's available in a 4-16 and the 6-24. So which one should you go for? The price difference between the two, it's so minimal, I would just get the 6-24. Even if you're going to be putting it on a 22 long rifle like I have, I just think, you know, if you ever need that 24 magnification, you have it for a little bit of extra money. I mean, you're already spending 10 grand, you might as well just spend another 800 bucks or whatever the case may be. I'm talking South African Rand dollar prices wherever you locate it. It's obviously going to differ a little bit. Modifications wise, what have I done to this? I've put a little bit of grip tape on it just aesthetically. We've discussed that in previous videos to avoid scratches when we're doing barricades. And I've got a little bubble level on that too. So that's the Diamondback Tactical. I'm going to park this guy down here. And then we're going to go one up from there. And I must say, this upgrade, okay, so you're in for sort of double the money now. But wow, you're getting a hell of a lot more with the PST Gen 2. Now, I have quite a few of these. They come in 5-25. 3-15. I have, which gun would that be on this one? Okay. These rifles are safe. I just checked them all before the video started. So I've got this 5-25 on my 22 BR. I love shooting this. I run the Defender flip caps on there just to make that a little bit easier. I've also got the switch view lever on that and the same bubble level I run on there. So let me park this guy like so to make this a little bit easier. So when we're talking coating wise, glass quality, there is a significant upgrade between these two. I quite like the turrets way more than on the Diamondback Tactical. Now the next upgrade you also get when you go PST Gen 2 is you do get a zero stop. Now for me it's not a deal breaker on the Diamondback Tactical because you're kind of not, especially on my 22, I'm not going to shoot it that far where I actually need a zero stop. But even though my sort of habit is always just to, as soon as I finish shooting a stage or for whatever I'm shooting at, when I get up from behind my rifle, I go to zero and that's the problem solved. Actually, haven't even set up the zero stop on this simply because I don't think it's a deal breaker to, I mean, I don't have it in there, I haven't set it up on there, and it's never really been an issue for me. So PST Gen 2, where kind of do we fit in? Difficult one. So my sort of how I explain this to people is, if you're going to purchase the Diamondback Tactical, I think you will be very, very happy with it. However, if you get serious into the sport, there's a high probability you're going to want to upgrade it in a year or two. Now there's nothing wrong with that, because this will go make a great addition to any rifle. In my case, it's on a 22. If it was on my main match gun and you shot it for 2 years and then you downgrade or you upgrade your main match scope to something like a PST Gen 2, that can make a very nice addition to any other rifle. So that's not a deal breaker, or you'll probably be able to sell it pretty quickly, as I have sold Vortex scopes in the past. If you're starting out and you can afford to buy something a little bit more premium, I would recommend going for the PST Gen 2. Again, we've got the 5-5 as an option with a 50mm objective, or we've got the 3-15 with the 44 objective lens, and that's just going to determine the field of view kind of you have. I do also own 2 of the 3-15s, and they're great shooters. I just don't have them on a rifle at the moment. Lots of barreled actions. I just need the chassis to come in, but I got a shipping thing earlier. It's going to be a good week. Right, so that is the PST Gen 2. Let's pop this guy down over there and make some space for our next candidate. So now we go from sort of budget-friendly, middle of the pack, to sort of the higher end. And personally, maybe let me not finish that sentence until we're done. So next rifle would be this one. Okay. And the next scope is the Razor Gen 2 with the EBR-7C reticle. Now that reticle is slightly different than these two. I have made a video explaining that. Now, let me pop it down, because this guy weighs a ton, or this lady, let me put it that way. Her name's Alexa, by the way, because she kind of just does whatever you ask Alexa, like the smart home thing. Razor Gen 2. Now, the difference between the previous two ones we've looked at now, this one has a 34mm tube. Again, field of view is going to get a little bit bigger, and a 56mm objective lens. Now the thing I love most about this Gen 2 Razor is how this turret feels. So listen to this, and listen to this. There's a significant difference there, and I didn't mess with the volume or anything now. Okay, so we can maybe just do them all in sequence just now so you guys can appreciate that fully. So that's kind of my favorite thing. The other thing is the color on this is absolutely phenomenal. I love it. It complements the rifle well. It looks incredible when the sun hits it. I don't know how the studio lighting is going to affect that. But yeah, so I actually recently only started shooting this when the new reticle came out. I do like the new reticle. And we'll chat about the reticle options and sort of why I've stuck with this range for all my rifles just now. Magnification wise here, we can either do, it's a 3-18, which I think is a really good option for sort of, it's a high-end optic, but you're not going full crazy with the money spent. And kind of when we shoot the matches, I'm always shooting at about 12 anyway, so do you really need 27, which is this configuration, 4.5-27? It's a nice to have, it's not a need to have. Just the 3-18 will be in a 30mm tube, so you might spare yourself having to buy new rings for that if you already own a set of 30mm rings. By the way, recently got these in, Vortex Pro Rings, super cool, they're engraved with your torque settings and everything. Very cool. Yet to try them out, but they look pretty cool. Let me pop those over there. Alright, so next up in the list, we go to sort of the highest end optic in the Vortex range, which is also a Razor, but it's the Razor AMG, and she is on this rifle. Now this is my 22 trainer. Again, upgrades wise, throw lever, bubble level, that's pretty much it. And then the little grip tape thing just to protect her when we move through barricades wise. AMG, American Manufacturing Group, 100% made in the USA. Like these are assembled in other countries and have parts from other countries. This is 100% made in the USA. So I think there's something like 17 pieces of glass in here all the way to the front. So it's incredibly complicated and a wonderful scope. Now this was sort of my first high-end scope that I purchased, and wow. I had the first generation PST-1 and I went to that and I was like, it really changed the game for me. Okay, to be honest, I also went from second focal plane PST Gen 1 to first focal Razor AMG, and obviously a significant upgrade there. I gotta apologize if it's like super windy and you guys are hearing things. We have a massive storm brewing outside and it's pretty much gonna start coming down pretty shortly. Some gripes with the AMG. Once you have a Razor Gen 2 and you have that, this just isn't the same. The clicks are also much smaller because the turret itself is much smaller, so the clicks are closer together. Whereas on this, the big turret, like here, I've got 10 minutes, yeah. I mean 10 mils worth of adjustment. And on this one, I've also got 10, but they're much closer to each other. See now, again with these two, I've got a hard 0 stop. So listen to this, I'm gonna turn it all the way back to 0, and a half a minute beyond 0, it's gonna stop dead. This obviously doesn't have that. This is also the LTEC 0 stop. So wait for it, poof. So that you pretty much run into a wall there. So you can never be a revolution high. Well, you can if you're not paying attention, but you can always come down to check where you are on that front. And then there we go, back to 0 on that too. So which one am I shooting at the moment for my match gun? It's the Razor Gen 2. I like how it looks, I like how it feels, I like that the clicks are slightly further apart. And when you're behind your gun and you need to make a quick adjustment, it just feels like it's easier to see because everything is a little bit bigger and I can manipulate it a little bit faster. I did get a throw lever, a switch view lever in for that. I must just install it, I guess, at some point. I actually forgot I had that, so good thing we're making this video. So other things I really like about the lineup. We're basically using the EBR reticle in different configurations, but you really can't tell the difference. I could put them up here and you can see, if you look really closely, you'll see the difference. I have done a video when I reviewed the Razor Gen 2 as to the differences between the EBR 7C and the EBR 2C. Not a lot. And what's lekker about that, lekker means awesome, about that, is that when I play with my 22 long rifle or with this 22 BR and I go to a match, the reticle pretty much looks the same to my brain. So if I need to do a quick little holdover or a wind hold or something, I'm used to that because most of my rifles I'm running the same reticle in. Now for 10,000 Rand all the way up to 50 something thousand Rand, you've got quite a few options here, and I quite like that they cater for something different. Like, you're not going to buy your son a rifle and put an AMG on it. Well, you could, and you'd be an awesome dad for doing that, but you probably want to go for something like this, or something maybe in the second focal plane, like way cheaper than even that. So they cater for quite a bit, but specifically to precision rifle, this is kind of the options I'd look at in the Vortex lineup. PST Gen 2, awesome optic. I think sort of if you're starting out and you've got the money, this is the one, because this is going to last you a lifetime. You could shoot this on a match rifle forever and you'll be 100% fine, because honestly the scope's not going to make you a better shooter, and we all know that. And there's this old saying in shooting, it's not about the arrow, it's about the Indian, right? And no matter if you have the best equipment in the world, if you can't hold your rifle steady, it's not going to help you. So anyway, that's not the point of today's video. I just wanted to show you guys sort of the options. Yes, I do shoot for Vortex, but I have purchased a lot of Vortex stuff. In fact, this week I purchased Vortex stuff because I believe in the product and I had it all here and I thought I could do you guys a quick little layout. So if you like the video, smash the like button, hit sharing, let's get the YouTube thing going, and share this with your buddies. I really appreciate that. By the way, I don't really want to make salesy videos, but I also have a store, so if you want to purchase one of these and you're in South Africa, link down below, and I've got them all and they're in stock. So hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next video. Bye. So there were actually really no outtakes in today's video. One take wonder. Yes, son! It's the first time in a while we've done that. Anyway, I need to pack all these away, or maybe I can do an ESS versus ACC video, because that I get asked that a lot too. Let's do that. Thanks for watching, guys. Please hit the sub button. Subscribe. We're almost at 5K, and then we need to push for 10K, and we want to hit 100K. That's my goal. I want to get a silver YouTube play button for 100,000 subscribers. So if you're still watching and you haven't shared this with your friends, you're dropping the ball. for dropping the ball. Let's go.